Oh my. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh no. Hi people, welcome back to the channel. This is FADETOBLACK and today we're going to react to another scary horror animation short film, One Wild Stormy Night by Lights Are Off. Lights Are Off, please do not copyright strike me. I am a huge fan of your work. I'm going to put the link in the description and all your information are going to be in the description of my videos. I'm just reacting. So, alright, let's go.
This is an emergency alert. A severe weather warning is in effect for your area. A supercell thunderstorm has developed off the northwest coast.
Oh my god.
Winds have been reported up to 200 miles per hour, and extreme electrostatic discharges have also been reported. Please seek shelter immediately.
Okay.
As we move into the evening, the supercell only shows signs of increasing strength. Winds now at over 250 miles per hour.
Really
we expect
intense.
the severity to only worsen into the night as the storm moves inland. Please remain inside.
What is this? This is so intense. What's this? What in the world? Oh my god. Attack on Titan? Okay, they're going to attack my house. Of course. The power is always out when you need it the most. Bro, what are you doing? Go hide somewhere! Where's the shotgun? Oh my god! Oh hell no! Oh hell no! I'm scared! Why is the door not locked? What? Please, let me leave! Get me out of here! Ah! Oh my god! Okay, no, you're running now? What's wrong with you? Bro, where is the shotgun? Oh my god, what's that? Come on, just take me, just take me. Let's finish this. Just take me. Where is the gun? I'm not going into that bed. Come on. Yeah, take me. Yeah, bye. Jesus, that that was so scary. Rule number one, people. always have your shotgun with you. Alright, next video. So this one is a popular YouTube short named The Aquatic Horror, SCP-1128, Thalassophobia animation by Otherworld VFX 6411. This is not something for me from the get-go. Wow, it's pretty realistic already. Watch this again. This is terrible. What in the world is this? This thing looks so horrible. Holy fuck. I mean, holy hell. Oh my god. Oh no, 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 the close-up. Oh my god, the close-up is terrible. Oh no, 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 you can't survive this encounter. So realistic, that's terrible. I am not watching this ever again. This is so cursed. Oh my god, next video, I'm going to have nightmares. This one is another video by Lighter Off. The name is Helicopter. It's popular on YouTube apparently. We're going to take the risk of being traumatized by watching this. Here we go. Here goes nothing. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, the bones are cracking. Oh, it's so terrifying with my headphones. The cracking sound. Oh god, this is so cursed. Okay, let me out of here. Next video. So this one is another scary short, pretty popular on YouTube by spangerlookrey. The name is Come Cook With Me. My god, I think I'm going to have nightmares tonight. I will not be able to sleep from seeing those cursed things. Alright, let's go.
Don't need a lot, coffee's only $1.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, you're seeing things. What? Why would you? What in the world is this? Who is this? Yeah, leave! Oh my god, no, I'm not watching this again! This is so cursed! Alright, next video! Oh my god, how do we get out of here? Next video, please! So this last video is named 4 True Terrifying Horror Stories Animated by MJV Animation. MJV Animations, I love your work. All the credits are going to be put into the description and the link of the video. Thank you! Alright, let's go.
I had visited my family for the holidays and was driving back home. The trip in total was about 10 hours, which I split into 2 drives on the way up. But on the way back, I decided to power through it in one long drive. Around the halfway point, snow started coming down. It wasn't too much, so I wasn't worried about it. However, it got worse as I kept driving.
It's pretty dangerous.
Once I was 3 hours away from home, it was pouring down pretty heavily. And with the sun going down as well, it definitely was not ideal.
Yeah.
There were almost no other cars out though, which is the only reason I decided to keep driving. The snow made it harder, but I was still on track to be home by the end of the night. It was just after the sun had fully set, and about 30 minutes out from the nearest town I just passed through, that I noticed a car on the road ahead of me. Their headlights were the only light on the road, in the middle of the blanket of snow covering everything else. And as I got closer, it was clear that they were stuck, or at least not moving.
Yeah, but that's not my problem.
Their car was sideways on the road, with their hazard lights flickering, and a man was standing out in the cold next to it. Obviously, with the snow and cold, I really didn't want to stop, but it seemed I didn't have a choice. His car was blocking most of the road off that was paved.
Yeah, let me through.
I parked just behind him. The man immediately started waving at me and walked up to my window.
No,
my
don't
car
walk up to
slid
me.
And got stuck there. Can you help me push it out?
No!
He spoke slowly, like his English wasn't the best, but hoping I could get back on the road as soon as possible, I agreed to help him. The car didn't really look like it was in too much snow,
That's crazy.
so maybe just a little push might actually be enough. I threw my hat and gloves on, then got out. The wind hitting my face and snow instantly soaking me made me wonder why the guy even got out of his car and didn't just call for help.
Yeah, with the
My
lights
face
on.
and hands were already getting numb, so I hurried to the back of his car and waited for him to get his gloves. It was too dark to see anything through the windows, and after a little bit of standing back there waiting, I looked around to see what was taking him so long.
Yeah, what was taking
He was
so
still
long?
leaning into the front seat, as if looking for his gloves, but I thought I heard him talking. A second later, he came back out and looked at me. Were you talking to me? I asked. He looked concerned, but said he was just talking to himself.
What?
He smiled, then walked around to the back to help me push.
Where are the gloves?
I couldn't help but feel like something had changed though. His whole demeanor and the situation just felt different.
Bro,
although I didn't hear what he said, it didn't really sound like he was talking to himself. But if someone else was in the car, then why was he out here alone and asking for my help?
I'm telling you.
All these thoughts came rushing through my head, and I guess for a few seconds I was kind of spaced out. So much so that I didn't notice the man staring at me. His smile had dropped, and he had an eerie look in his eyes, like they were hollow and lifeless, completely opposite of what he looked like before. I didn't even hesitate, beginning to hurry back to my car. Just then, several doors from the car I was just behind opened, and 3 more men got out, rushing toward me. I sprinted into my driver's seat, and thank goodness I left my car on, because I put it straight in drive and rolled past them, almost hitting one on the way out.
Yeah, get out my way.
I was terrified of possibly getting stuck in the snowbank, as the path around their car was very thin, but thankfully I made it around and was able to get away. I put in a report with the police at the closest town, but there were never any updates as far as I know. I'm assuming the men weren't really stuck, and probably left right after I did. I don't know what those men were up to. Of course, I have my guesses, but if I had stayed and didn't leave right when I did, who knows where I'd be.
Probably 6 feet under.
It was mid-December. I was only 17 at the time, and every year just before Christmas week, my mom had to go on a 3-day business trip for work. Being an only child that lived just with my mom, I'd spend these days that she was gone home alone. Usually she'd leave just before winter break, so I'd be in school for most of the day. But this year, she left the same day that our school let out for the holidays. I had the house to myself and wanted nothing more than to stay inside and chill all day. Our city was going through somewhat of a snowstorm, so I couldn't really leave the house anyway.
Yeah.
I made some of the food that was left for me and found a new movie to watch. I had to pause it several times throughout the couple hours though, because the wind and snow would suddenly pick up and get really loud. It seemed like every time I looked outside, the weather was worse.
What's
Then,
this?
around 7 or 8, someone was walking up to the front door. I could hear their footsteps kicking against the snow, and they coughed several times as they slowly made their way up to the porch. I didn't have a clue who it could be. I paused everything and looked at the door, waiting for them to knock or ring the doorbell. As more time passed though, I could feel myself getting nervous, as something didn't feel right. I want to say I waited 3 or 4 minutes, not hearing anything, before I went up to the door and looked outside. Nobody was there. I could see the footsteps coming right up to the door, then going back the way they came. I was really confused how clearly I heard them walk up, but somehow I didn't hear them leave.
Just lock the door!
Also,
Close
with the
door!
snowstorm outside, what reason could someone have to come up to my house? I think the only reason I could settle on was that the snow made it difficult to see, and they mistook my house for theirs. Maybe they realized once they got up to the porch and didn't want to alarm anyone, so they quietly left.
It's not coincidental,
probably a bit of a
please.
stretch, but I guess it was possible. After a while, I'd mostly stopped thinking about the situation and was more caught up worrying about the storm. The power cut out a few times, lasting for several minutes before it came back on.
No.
Because of that, I couldn't really watch TV or anything, so I just sat on the couch and scrolled on my phone. It was maybe around 11, when through the harsh wind, I heard a thump against the house. I initially ignored it, but only a few moments later, the power cut out again.
Oh my god.
Thinking the thump might have caused it, I got up. It sounded like it was from the side, near the kitchen, so I turned my phone light on, then walked over and looked around. I thought it was probably just a coincidence that the power shut off right after I heard the thump, but I just wanted to be sure nothing happened.
No.
I didn't see anything, and I started to walk away. Hey. I jumped and looked at the back door, seeing a man standing against the other side. The back porch light wasn't on, so he was mostly covered by the dark. I could only see his face peering in at me.
Go away!
Hey, kid, would you get the door for me?
No.
Out here.
He
said, putting his hand on the door and trying to open it.
Go away! Call the police!
Wasn't fully grasping the situation yet.
Take your knife
just stood there and
leave.
stared at him.
Go hide.
Kid, get the door, please.
Bro, he's going to break the door.
Something gave me a bad feeling. I knew better than to trust this guy, even though it was a blizzard outside.
Yeah,
the man
run.
started coughing, and I started to back up, and the man's face instantly fell into a disturbing frown. Open the fucking door, he yelled, banging his fist against it several times. I ran back to the couch and got my phone. I then stood in the hallway and watched the man as I dialed 911.
Why do people always
My phone was struggling
leave the
to hold
phone?
service
Just take a knife,
kept dropping the
a
call.
room or
But
something.
after a few tries, I was able to get through long enough to ask for help. The man at the door continued to yell at me and hit the door,
Oh my
but
god, he's going
eventually
to break
ran
it.
off. I'm assuming the snowstorm caused some trouble for
he's
the
going
police,
to break the door.
as they
Look,
didn't make it
watch
until
this.
nearly 30 minutes after. I told them what I could, and I called my mom to let her know what happened. Nobody really knew what to think of it. He could have been stalking me and trying to guilt me into letting him in, or he could have actually been in need of
he was
help,
probably stalking
although
you.
it's unlikely. I never saw him again after that night, though.
And he knew that your mom would not be there. Ugh. Oh, there's a bonus.
I work at a gas station. I'd been there for several years, and
Employee.
this night was one that I assumed would be like all the rest. I came in at 8 and took over for the day worker, who went home right away.
What was that? That was so anime.
The first couple hours went by quickly, as there were still customers coming in regularly to buy a few things or to pay for gas with cash. Between 11 and 12, it slowed down to where it began feeling like the shift was dragging on. I kept myself busy for another hour, or at least tried to, with stocking whatever I could find. But then I was left with the dreaded second half of my shift.
Oh my god, I would
slow,
never work
boring,
at a night
just
shift.
not enjoyable.
This is so creepy.
Around 1 though, a car pulled in and parked in the spaces by the entrance door. A few other cars had come through recently, but just to get gas real quick. Very rarely would someone actually park on the spots and come into the store this late into the night.
At 1 in the morning? Crazy.
I stood up straight and tried to rub the tired look off my face, expecting them to come in. A couple minutes went by though, and they didn't. I leaned over the counter and looked out the glass door, but couldn't really see anything. The reflections on the door were blocking any way for me to see inside
right
the car.
Here, I would start
Maybe
panicking.
they were just taking a break from a long drive. I didn't bother caring too much about it. I sat back and pulled up my phone. I spaced out, reading through random articles and whatnot for probably 20 or so minutes. During that time, I never heard anything or saw anything.
They're still in the car.
But eventually I looked up from my phone, and my heart almost stopped.
What?
There was a guy inside the store, standing in one of the aisles and looking right at me. His eyes darted away as soon as I saw him.
When did you get in?
This guy looked like he was mid-40, with a dark jacket on and a scruffy beard. I never saw or heard him enter, so how the hell did he get in?
Yeah!
While my mind was racing, I just watched as the man kept walking around,
Bro,
glancing
get the
over
gun.
at me a few times.
Where
to see
is
if
the
I was
shotgun?
looking, like he was planning to do something as soon as I looked
See?
away.
See, he's
Then
not
after
buying
just 30
anything.
seconds, he suddenly hurried
Red
toward
flag.
the front door and ran outside. I got up and ran to look out. This was when I noticed the car was still there, but the guy walked right past it and just out to the road until I could no longer see him.
Call the police.
I immediately went to the cameras to
No,
see how he
lock
got
the
in
doors.
and figure out what was going on. It
I
only
don't need
took
to
me
know.
a minute to find the footage of him slowly and quietly getting out of the car,
Oh my god, that's
then
his
going to
car.
the back of the gas station. There were no cameras back
He
there,
went through the
but
back.
those doors were never
Why was
locked,
it open?
since the gas station was technically always open anyway.
No.
What's really odd is that there were 15 minutes between the time he went around to the back to the time he walked out onto the sales floor.
What in the
Police
world?
came to help me investigate, ultimately finding the car he left to have been a stolen vehicle from months ago.
Of course it was stolen.
They didn't know anything about the guy or his motives. Sneaking around though, he clearly had something else intended for that night.
Yeah,
and
because
I think I was
there's
really
no way.
lucky
Why would you
that
creep
for one
in
reason or another,
if you don't
he
have
decided
any ill
not to go
intent?
through with
That was crazy. But the moral of the story is don't work at night shift, and if you do, you need to stay alert because something like this can happen so quickly. Anyway, thanks everybody so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave comments. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. Bye. Bye.